Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures hiding inside your pocket change. If you love Abraham Lincoln wheat penny coin collecting, history, or just want to know if that old penny sitting in your drawer could be worth a fortune, then you're in the right place. First up, the 1934 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it is part of the classic Lincoln Wheat Cent series that ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that familiar reddish-brown color that ages over time into shades of brown or dark chocolate. On the front, you'll see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above Liberty to the left, and the date 1934 to the right. Since your coin has no mint mark, that means it was produced in Philadelphia. On the reverse, the design features two wheat stalks curving along the sides of the inscriptions, 1 cent United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum. The year 1934 was part of the early recovery period from the Great Depression, and during that time, the Philadelphia Mint produced about 219 million Lincoln wheat pennies. Because of this large montage, the 1934 penny is not rare, but its value depends heavily on its condition and overall eye appeal. You mentioned that your coin is in very fine VF condition with a few scratches. In this grade, the coin shows moderate wear from circulation but still retains most of its design details. On the obverse, Lincoln's cheek and jaw are slightly flattened, but his hair, beard, and facial features remain well defined. The date, lettering, and rims are all strong. On the reverse, the wheat stalks still have clear lines through most of their length, though some detail near the tops may be worn. Small scratches from circulation are normal and generally do not reduce the value much unless they are deep or cover the main design. In today's coin market, a 1934 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in very fine condition is typically valued between $0.25 and $0.75 USD. Coins with a smoother surface, even brown color, and fewer marks can sell for around $1.2 to collectors who like visually pleasing circulated examples. If your coin has some scratches or darker toning, it will likely fall on the lower end of that range. Uncirculated or high-grade examples with their original reddish luster can be worth $3 to $10 or more, depending on the brightness of the color and overall preservation. Although it's not a rare or high-value coin, the 1934 wheat penny is an interesting and historical piece of early 20th century U.S. coinage. Each coin from this era tells a story of America during the Great Depression, a time when every cent truly mattered. Many collectors enjoy adding coins from the 1930s to their Lincoln sets because they represent both the artistry of Brenner's design and the resilience of the American people during hard times. If your coin has some scratches, it's best to avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can strip the natural patina and lower its collector appeal. Instead, store it in a coin holder or protective sleeve to prevent further wear or corrosion. A naturally aged coin with honest wear is far more desirable than one that's been polished. Next up, the 1947 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and is part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series that ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a reddish-brown color when new, which can darken over time to a rich brown shade. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of 1947 pennies, over 1.7 billion pieces, making this coin one of the more common Lincoln cents in circulation. Despite its commonality, it is still a collectible piece, particularly for those completing a complete wheat penny set. Your coin is described as being in good condition, meaning it has been circulated and shows noticeable wear. Lincoln's portrait on the obverse is worn, with many details of the hair, cheek and coat flattened, but the date and lettering remain readable. On the reverse, the wheat stalks are mostly worn, though the general outline is still visible. The coin has some scratches, which is normal for a circulated penny of this age, but minor surface marks do not greatly reduce its value. In today's market, a 1947 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition typically sells for 0.05 to 0.822 or tainted 5 days. USD coins with a more attractive brown color and minimal surface damage can be at the higher end of this range. Collectors generally value coins in higher grades, such as very fine or extremely fine, more than common circulated coins. Uncirculated examples of the 1947 Philadelphia penny can be worth $2 to $5 or more, depending on color and eye appeal. Although the monetary value of your coin is modest, it still carries historical significance. The 1947 penny was minted just after World War II, during a period of post-war recovery, and represents the continuation of the Lincoln cent series that had been in circulation for nearly 4 decades at that point. Many collectors enjoy these coins for their history, copper content, and connection to mid-20th century America. For preservation, it's best to avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can remove the natural patina and decrease its collector value. Storing it in a coin holder or protective sleeve will help prevent further wear, corrosion, or scratches. Even with its wear and minor marks, your 1947 Lincoln penny is a tangible piece of U.S. history and a classic collectible. Next up, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a large date and no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin is part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. It is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a reddish-brown color that can darken to brown over time. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's portrait with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," to the left, and the date 1951 on the right. Because there is no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse displays the familiar wheat ears design, along the sides with 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum in the center. Term large date refers to the specific size of the numerals in the date on the coin. In 1951, both large date and small date varieties exist, and collectors often pay attention to this difference when building complete sets. While the large date is more common than the small date, it still adds a small degree of interest for collectors. Your coin is described as being in fine condition, which means it has moderate wear from circulation. On the obverse, Lincoln's face, hair, and coat show smoothing, though all major details are still visible, and the date and lettering are clear. On the reverse, the wheat stalks are worn but still recognizable. Some minor scratches are normal for a circulated coin of this age and do not significantly reduce its collector value. In today's market, a 1951 Philadelphia wheat penny large date in fine condition is generally worth 0.60 to 0.95 USD. Coins with better color, a smooth surface, and fewer scratches may sell for slightly more. But most circulated examples stay in this modest range. Higher-grade coins, such as those in very fine or uncirculated condition, can reach $1 to $3 USD, depending on luster and eye appeal. Although this coin is not rare, it remains a collectible part of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series and is a valuable piece for collectors seeking to complete a full set. Its large date feature makes it more recognizable, and it represents post-World War II coinage in the United States, a period when pennies were still primarily copper. For preservation, it's best to avoid cleaning or polishing the coin, as this can reduce its collector value. Storing it in a coin flip or protective holder will help prevent further scratches and preserve its existing condition. Even with its moderate wear and minor surface marks, this coin is a tangible piece of mid-20th century American history. Next up, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and is part of the classic Lincoln Wheat Cent series that ran from 1909 to 1958, made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This coin originally had a bright reddish-brown color, which can darken to brown over time. The 1946 penny was struck in very high numbers. Over 1.3 billion were minted in Philadelphia alone, making it a very common coin today. Most of these coins were circulated heavily, so finding one in pristine condition is uncommon. Your coin is described as being in dirty condition, meaning it has accumulated surface grime, discoloration, and scratches over the decades. In coin grading terms, this would fall into the lower circulated grades, where details on Lincoln's face, hair, and coat may be significantly worn, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are flattened or partially obscured. The date and lettering are likely still readable, which allows collectors to identify it. In today's collector market, a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark in dirty or heavily circulated condition is valued very modestly. Most coins in this condition sell for 0.05 or 5 to 0.15 USD. Coins with less grime or better color might fetch slightly more, but generally, this is a common coin that is easy to find. Even after more than 75 years, collectors usually focus on higher-grade examples, such as very fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated coins, which can sell for $500 to $1,000 USD or more, depending on eye appeal and color. Although your coin's monetary value is low, it remains an interesting collectible because it is a part of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which has been a favorite among collectors for over a century. The 1946 penny represents post-World War II America, and coins from this era were widely circulated, making them a tangible connection to everyday life in mid-20th century United States. If your coin has dirt or grime, it is best not to clean it harshly, as cleaning can remove the natural patina and reduce collector value. Light surface cleaning with gentle handling is okay, but preserving the coin as is in a protective holder or flip is recommended. Even with scratches and discoloration, the coin retains its historical value as part of the series. Next up, the 1956 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with D-Mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint and is part of the classic Lincoln Wheat Cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the characteristic reddish-brown color that can darken to brown over time. The 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced in very large numbers, with over 1.5 billion coins struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this high mintage, these pennies are considered common in circulated grades, though coins in higher grades like extra fine or uncirculated can still attract collector interest. Your coin is described as being in extra fine XF condition, which means it shows light wear on the highest points, but retains most of the details. On the obverse, Lincoln's hair, facial features, and coat are mostly sharp, and the date and lettering are clear. On the reverse, the wheat stalks show strong detail, with only slight flattening from circulation. Minor scratches or small marks are common and expected for coins that have been in circulation, and these generally do not significantly lower the value unless they are deep or distracting. In today's collector market, a 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny in extra fine condition typically sells for around 0.25 to 0.75 USDs. Coins with attractive surfaces, smooth brown color, and minimal scratches can sometimes reach 1 to 0, but most examples in XF condition stay within this moderate price range. Higher-grade examples, such as those in mint state, can fetch several dollars more, especially if they retain original red luster. While the 1956 D wheat penny is not rare, it remains a popular collectible among Lincoln cent enthusiasts because it represents the late years of the wheat penny series. Its high mintage means it is easy to find for most collectors, but an extra fine example like yours is still desirable for completing higher-grade collections. For preservation, it is recommended to avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can remove its natural surface and reduce its collector value. Keeping it in a protective holder or coin flip will help prevent further scratches or wear and preserve the coin's eye appeal. Even with some minor surface marks, your 1956 D wheat penny is a solid and collectible example of mid-20th century U.S. coinage. To summarize, your 1956 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in extra fine condition with some scratches is worth approximately $0.25 to $0.75 USD in today's market. While it is common, it remains an attractive collectible piece and a meaningful addition to any Lincoln wheat penny collection.